like to say that Shawn's here today. John would like to say a few words.
Thank you very much. I'm glad I've got my speech and not my itinerary in front of me today. So thank you, Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Director of School of Arts, distinguished guests, members of the faculty, graduates, family and friends, ladies and gentlemen, and also to my partner Julie, my daughters Mahalia and Aisha, who have travelled with me here today. It is with deep gratitude that I graciously and humbly accept the invitation to become Honorary Fellow of Arts University, Bournemouth. Thank you to the faculty and students for this award, and of course the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor and the Director of Arts for the official invitation and welcome into this prestigious fellowship. It means a lot to me for my work to be recognised in this way, and I accept this fellowship with pride. Congratulations also to the graduates. It's your day and your hard work have been recognised today. And I invite you all now to please give yourselves a round of applause for your achievements. You are all art students of various descriptions, so I know that I'm talking amongst friends. Many of you now have the letters BA or MA after your name, and maybe also Doctor before your name. Who would have thought that the weird traits that we have as artists will have earned you the accolades have such letters after your name? As a photographer, my non-artist family and friends are used to me straggling at the back when I'm walking down the road because I'm distracted by taking photographs of a bit of light on a flaky bit of crumbling wall, and they're getting frustrated with me, and I'm saying, no, it symbolises, the state of society or something. And they're just like, hurry up, you're gonna be late. The loved ones of fine art students, they might be used to them bringing home bits of junk that they found on the corner of the street, saying, I'm going to use it for a sculpture in my studio. And no lie, this year one of my fine art students brought home a 6-foot, basically it's a railing that fell off a local graveyard near where she lives, where she walks her dog, and she brought that into the studio to make a work about portals. And even the weirder thing is, when I saw this big 6-foot spike, I knew which cemetery it was from, because I noticed it myself. So as art students, we notice these things that other people don't always appreciate. If you send a wedding invitation to a graphic design student, they're happy for you, but also know they'll be judging you, and they'll be judging the invitation. They'll be looking for the grids, for the layout, are there equal margins on either sides of the text? And if you use Comic Sans in a wedding invitation, I won't say anymore. And don't ever watch film or TV with a filmmaking student. They will ruin the magic of cinema forever. You recognise this. They'll be telling you about the shots and the edits and the mise-en-scène behind each dramatic moment. But I tell my students, as artists, be proud of, and I unapologetically call them weird traits, be proud of this weirdness. Because it's those traits that make you uniquely you and makes you good at what you do. Those insights that you have on the makeup of the fabric of the world is the critical thinking into your creative disciplines, and it's your superpower. Now I know it's a huge cliche to quote Albert Einstein on any given subject, but he does have something very good to say on this. He said, creativity is seeing what others see, but thinking what no one else has ever thought. Back in 1987, when I was about 15 years old, when I told my parents I wanted to go to study art at college, they didn't really understand what that meant. There's no other artist in my family, no other person in my family had even gone to college or university. I was the first one. And they weren't really sure how art's become a career. They were supportive because, I was engaged in something, so they're happy to kind of back my decision, but they didn't really understand it. But they were happy that this thing called art grabbed my attention. But I do remember the conversation I had with my mum that changed her mind. somehow from my 15-year-old body, and it had been something that I heard someone else say that I repeated, but I said to her that, if you look around you at anything that isn't kind of wild nature, so anything that's been made, that has been designed by somebody. And I want to go to college to learn that. And as soon as I said it, she completely got it. She understood and she trusted my explanation and my education, my career journey. But not that they had a choice, because the desire to make things was in me like an obsession. So since then, over the years, I've done many things, from working in television as a documentary director, co-running a production company, and now worked in academia for 22 years, and I keep my practice alongside my teaching. And now I'm a professor. But all over those years, one thing that I've kind of learned is in the trust, the power of a good collaboration, and to find good humans to work with. So I just want to share a quick personal story about my collaboration with Art University Bournemouth. As the Director of School of Arts just said, last year I had the honour of having a large-scale solo exhibition in the art gallery on campus. And it's my pleasure to work with Violet, Simon, and a curating team and lecturers to bring my ideas for the exhibition to life in that space. Now, when the exhibition was due to open in February, they asked in advance for all of the texts and files to be presented and submitted to Violet and the team in the December before, because they needed January clear to install the gallery. Now, when I'm working by myself, I'm quite relaxed. These things will happen, they fall into place. But when you're working with a large team, you have to, work in a different way and deliver. And I just have to say thank God that Violet asked for that work in December, because less than a month later, I had a heart attack and I was signed off work for 6 months. So that meant I was completely out of commission. And the team here were amazing. The exhibition was put up via WhatsApp messages at first when I was in the hospital, and the exhibition just rose from the plans on the paper and these conversations, and witnessing that brought a tear to my eye. And I want to take this opportunity now in front of witnesses to thank Violet, Simon, and all of the team for the hard work they put into that exhibition and the way they pulled it together, meant a huge amount to me. And one of the highlights of the exhibition for me was there was an area in the front room. Some of my work is around like everyday life and domestic space, and I'm interested in how objects tell us something about ourselves and our connections. And the staff, some of the staff members at AUB brought in their own objects and also, connected it with their own histories and their own stories. And it's really beautiful to read those moments. And for me, that experience exemplified the spirit and ethos of Arts University Bournemouth, the different creative departments and teams working together on a shared vision and purpose, from the curators, designers, printers, installers, facilitators, market promoters and more. Each person with their own skill set had their part to play. Now, all you graduates, you all have specific skill sets, and you're also potential collaborators with other people with different strengths. One of the huge myths about the art world and the creative industries is that it revolves around the idea of a sole creative genius. It does not. Collaboration is key, and it's not only crucial, but it's essential. So find good people to work with, but even more importantly, be that good person that others want to work with. Now, each of you have your own stories of what brought you to this place in your lives. You will have your own motivations of decisions that you made to study at AUB and the disciplines you've chosen to specialise in. Don't let go of that spirit and that itch you needed to scratch. Don't let go of your curiosity and your obsession. Can you continue to be inventive, continue to be thorough, continue to have attention to detail. Don't let perfectionism get in the way of letting people see what you make. And even though it's easier said than done, try not to let imposter syndrome stop you from doing anything. We all get imposter syndrome. Everyone on the stage will still have imposter syndrome, but it's about managing that and still keep doing it. Because you have earned your right to be here, and you've earned your right to do what you do now and in the future. So continue to be ambitious for yourself and be prepared to be your own cheerleader. And in closing, never forget that as artists, you are also the philosophers, psychologists, the archaeologists, sociologists, anthropologists, historians, idealists. Use your artistic license to have your comment on the world. You are the future designers of the world that we will be living within. And ask yourself the question, what type of world do you want to be living in? And it will be your visions that answer that question. So I wish you the very best of luck in your journeys, wherever life leads you. Some of you will continue in your core disciplines, in which you specialise, and others of you will go in different directions in ways that even surprise yourselves. Just continue to be true to you and your integrity, and enjoy the things that you make, and have fun while doing it. And don't let go of that spark that set you on this path in the first place. So congratulations again to all the graduates, and thank you again to Director, Vice-Chancellor, Chancellor and faculty for the honour of this fellowship. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Shawn. Having you here with your family, I'd like to be able to share the stage with you, and congratulations from all of us. Now,